Hello everyone, welcome back to Spar&Brawl. Hope you're having a decent day. So on Sunday, we reported the incident that happened at one of Iran's main nuclear sites. Initially, it was reported that it was an internal issue that caused this. Since then, if I understand correctly, the Iranians have accused the Israelis for carrying this out, and they say that it could have pushed back their nuclear program for over 9 months. But yeah, Sam, you of course know much more. So can you break down what has happened since the initial reporting?
Yeah, sure. When we reported it, it was just a few hours after the incident, so we there was no they hadn't identified the cause yet. But now they said it was a act of sabotage. Iranian government said that it targeted the electronic network of the nuclear site, and today, and a spokesperson for the Energy Commission of the Parliament, he gave very detailed like I think he's an engineer himself, and he gave a very detailed analysis of what had happened, that they had targeted the batteries and the wires and caused the explosions at the site. What happened right after, very quickly, Israeli newspapers pretty much came out and said that their sources are telling them that it was an attack by Israelis, and the attack was long planned and was very sophisticated. Iranian government after that came out, and the head of the Iranian Atomic Agency, Ali Akbar Salehi, had called the act an act of nuclear terrorism, and they said that they're gonna take legal action against Israel through international institutions and international courts. But interestingly, the spokesperson for the Iranian nuclear agency went to visit the damaged site, and he apparently there was a aluminum at some place in the on the site, and because of that he couldn't see underneath his feet, and there was a hole in the ground, a 7 meter high hole, and he fell through that, and he was hospitalized. So that was another incident at the site. This site is having a lot of incidents. But interestingly, Iranian government said that it hasn't caused that much damage, and they had already caught the saboteur basically. But the New York Times and other publications reported that it was actually a big deal, and it may cause a 9 month delay in Iranian nuclear program. And pretty much most analysts agree that it's Israel, this and the attack on the Soviet ship, which we covered as well in a previous video. They basically, Israelis are telling the world, and Iran specifically, and America, that yeah, they're not gonna necessarily care about Biden's different foreign policy towards Iran, and they're gonna independently carry out their own what's been described as a secret war against Iran. They're going to continue that, whether it's a Biden administration, Trump administration, or whoever it is. So, and
And
if it
sorry,
does,
and there was also another incident at the same site a month ago, right? Which the Israelis have also claimed that they were behind that.
yeah, yeah. Well, they never claim, Israeli government never officially claims anything, but they don't deny it. And then certain news agencies that have, established relations with the Israeli government, they report it, and you kind of know that it's kind of like their nuclear. I don't think Israel has even acknowledged that they have nuclear weapons, even though everybody knows they do. And yeah, there was an incident a month ago, and they had just repaired the place, and the incident happened a day after they reopened the site. So yeah, it was quite an act of it was a quite a sophisticated act of sabotage, it seems. And also, some people, by the way, are reporting it was a cyber attack, but it's not quite clear yet if any of this reporting is accurate.
Yeah. And so Biden is holding indirect talks right now, right, with the Iranians in Vienna. Those are still going on. I think you were going to continue to that before I cut you off.
Yeah, sure. No, I don't. I think there's a pause in the talks, but they're still going on today. Russia's foreign minister Lavrov came to Tehran, and in the meeting, Zarif said that Iran has the upper hand now, and this incident strengthens Iran's hands in the negotiations because it shows the empty promises of the West. And a lot of people in the parliament were very angry and saying that we shouldn't even negotiate with the West because of incidents such as this. Interestingly, though, European Union put sanctions on a lot of military leaders in Iran, Sepah leaders, a day ago or a day and a half ago. And because of that, Iran said that they're going to suspend all negotiations in regards to human rights and other things with Europe completely. They're not going to suspend the nuclear negotiations, obviously, but they're going to suspend negotiations in all other areas. And so, yeah, it seems, and the general analysis that, yeah, Iran, in negotiations, Iran can have a slightly more demanding tone now because of these incidents, because it's clear now that Israel is going to basically do whatever it wants to do and not going to care about what America wants or what America negotiates in its deal with Iran.
Okay, all right, brilliant. Anything else to add?
Not really, no. These are all the major updates, I think. So we'll see how the situation develops, hopefully.
Okay, yeah, let's see. And of course, as we mentioned a few times, Iranian elections are just around the corner. They're going to be held in June. So, of course, all of that is putting a lot of pressure on these nuclear talks and both sides trying to make something happen before the elections.
Definitely. And it's going to be an interesting one. Definitely.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you very much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe if you want more content like this. We're going to keep our eyes on the whole Iran nuclear deal, their elections coming up, and basically the whole situation. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in our next video. Thank you.